The deadly nerve gas attack in the suburbs of the Syrian capital in August was orchestrated by an al-Qaeda-linked group backed by Saudi Arabia. That's according to Russian diplomatic sources, speaking on condition of anonymity to Interfax news agency. Let's now get the details from our Middle East correspondent, Paula Slier. So, hi there, Paula. So what's the latest you're hearing on this story?
Well, as you say, Russian diplomatic sources speaking on condition of anonymity say that the attack that was carried out in the suburbs of Damascus in August the 21st, in which nearly 1,500 people were killed, some 400 of them children, was an attack that was orchestrated by an al-Qaeda-linked group backed by Saudi Arabia. Now, this is the position that Moscow has held all along, namely that the rebels are provoking the situation as an attempt to see foreign forces and the international community becoming involved in the conflict inside Syria. Both Moscow and Damascus believe that there is more than enough evidence that points to the opposition being behind this attack. And yet, despite the huge body of evidence, the United States and her allies continue to put the blame for this attack on the shoulders of the Syrian president Bashar al-Assad. This is also despite the fact that a number of former high-ranking members of the American intelligence community have themselves said that there is a lot of evidence that points to the fact that, in fact, it may very well have been the rebels behind this attack. Now, what is also important to point out is that this intelligence community says that there's a growing body of evidence that shows, number one, that the attack was pre-planned, and number two, that its aim was to see the United States becoming involved in the conflict. They also say that it is in Israel's interest to see military intervention in Syria, but not to the point that the opposition would be strengthened enormously in the long run. The United States remains committed to seeing the overthrow of the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, and it continues to support a very fractured opposition. This despite the fact that even Western analysis says that the opposition is becoming increasingly more and more radicalized, as you have groups like al-Qaeda that are becoming more and more powerful.
All right, RT's Middle East correspondent Paula Slier. Paula, thank you very much indeed for that. We appreciate it.